He pointed the rope at the injured wolf and quickly tied its mouth tightly. Then he cut some wild grass, drilled it repeatedly, made a little ointment, and then applied it to the wolf's wound to treat him. After everything was done, the boy carried the wolf into the cave. That night, the temperature dropped sharply, and he could only keep rubbing the wooden board to try to survive. But after trying several times, he finally chose to give up and spent the night in the cold. As the sun shone on his face, the boy slowly opened his eyes, only to find that the wolf was staring at him fiercely. But he didn't care, just poured water into the stone cup, and then mustered up the courage to hand it over. The wolf was not on guard, accepted the kindness, and drank it in big gulps. In the following days, the boy couldn't catch anything because of his injuries, and he ate some small insects every day to replenish his energy. Although life was temporarily passable, it was not a solution. In order to better recover from his injuries, Koda finally decided to go out hunting. Just a few steps out of the house, he was lucky enough to meet a hare. He seized the opportunity and raised a stone to smash the hare to death. After returning to the cave, he immediately began to deal with the hare and prepare to make a fire to cook. But the hungry wolf couldn't wait any longer. He pounced on Kodak and tried to snatch the hare, but was slapped away by him. He bit off a piece of raw meat, trying to tell the wolf who was the boss. And he also understood the power very well, sitting on the ground like a puppy. With Kodak's insistence, white smoke finally came out of the fire, and he immediately took the flame and quickly lit a small bonfire. Soon he had a full meal, but the wolf kept swallowing his saliva, trying to tell Kodak that he was hungry too. He picked up a piece of meat, pretended to glare at the wolf fiercely, and threw it over, and he ate it very deliciously. After the two of them had eaten and drunk their fill, they sat by the cave entrance to watch the stars. At this time, Koda was bored and wanted to touch the wolf. But when he saw the sharp fangs, he withdrew his hand in fear. Looking at the wolf in front of him, he couldn't help but miss home again. In this way, one man and one wolf sat quietly at the entrance of the cave and lived in peace. The next morning, Koda carried his bag and continued his journey back to his hometown. Before leaving, he tried his best to drive the wolf away and let him return to his home. Although he kindly let the wolf go, the wolf seemed to like him. No matter where Koda went, the wolf always followed him relentlessly. Once Koda found him, he would lie on the ground obediently. As long as Koda turned around, the wolf would continue to follow him. Suddenly, he rushed towards Koda. It turned out that he had discovered several wild boars at the foot of the mountain. The wolf, who had not eaten for several days, could no longer bear it. He rushed down recklessly and soon drove a wild boar up. But Koda, who had no hunting experience, sent the wild boar away by mistake. The gray wolf was very angry, and he could not find a sharp lanyard to test Koda. But it could only be like this at the moment after all. He was the master he chose. In the days to come, the two of them had a clear division of labor. The gray wolf was responsible for hunting, and Koda cooked food. That night, he stopped chasing the gray wolf and gave him a resounding name: Alpha Ling Dong. The hunting mode of the two people cooperated more and more tacitly, and they could take down even the strong wild boar. But that night, a wild wolf suddenly appeared in front of them. Seeing the uninvited guest, Koda immediately picked up the spear in his hand. Unexpectedly, Alpha walked over and talked, and the wild wolf suddenly left. Koda, who understood everything, let Alpha go home. He always thought of Alpha unconsciously. Perhaps he missed Alpha too much, and he suddenly found Alpha's figure when he was on the road that day. He ran forward anxiously, but he didn't notice the cracks on the ice under his feet. As a result, he fell into the glacier the next second. With his small body, he couldn't break the thick ice at all. Just when Kodak was about to die, Alpha appeared in front of him.